I'm finally all set up here. Kind of an awkward tree to hang in, but it's the only huntable tree here that gets me close to this waterway. Out in the middle of this CRP. It's a cool spot though. I walked in kind of along this creek bank, and this tree is right on the creek. There's a bunch of just tall prairie out in front of me, and there's a waterway that I came in and kind of did a late, real last minute no huddle plot just for me, so I came and burned this off and broadcasted seed, and it did pretty good, at least on this end. There's some more around the corner that I can't really see. There's some willows in the way, but it's a cool spot. As far as it being a really open farm, there's a lot coming together right here. It's opening day, so it feels good to be in a tree. It's hard to believe. I wanted to come to this spot as there's a number of bucks. Some of them are just, good 4-year-olds, good 3-year-olds that I wouldn't shoot. But as far as having a good hunt, this is as good a spot as any to come see some deer. And there are a couple of mature bucks in here too that I'd love to see in person. I've got a mock scrape on the corner right here that's been getting quite a bit of activity. So much so that the SD card's been full for about a week now, so I don't really know what's been going on in here lately, but prior to that there's a lot of bucks using this area. Weather's perfect. This cold front cooled things down nicely, and temperature's going to drop as the evening goes, so can't draw it up any better than this. We'll see what happens tonight. Well, as you can see, is a good way to kick off the Iowa season. A bunch of different bucks. I bet I saw 10 bucks, all young, obviously, but it's always fun just watching that activity. A lot of sparring, scraping. Just a fun night to kick things off. I'm getting stuff ready to take out my daughter Remy this afternoon. But just want to provide a couple updates on bucks from last season. I know a lot of guys have been asking, and I don't like leaving stories open-ended or not continuing them. So 2 bucks in particular that I've talked about in the videos before. First, the not so good news: the buck that I chased late season with the recurve had multiple encounters with that really old deer. He died sometime after the season. A shed hunter that came into the area looking for sheds came across him and recognized him and reached out to me. And so at some point, I'm going to meet up and at least get the teeth from him. I'm more or less just curious on the actual age of that deer. So kind of a bummer. Not sure how he died. He was obviously alive at the end of the season, but sometime between the season ending and shed season, he died. So kind of a bummer there. Would have been cool to knock down a deer of that age caliber. The second buck I wanted to provide an update on is a buck that I showed I showed him in some hunts last year. Really cool snort wheeze, and then this shed season we found one of his sides that had a huge chunk of bone on it, and so I was just interested to see, one, is that deer going to live, and two, if so, what's he going to look with? And he showed back up on camera, so he's alive. And as expected, he does not have a normal right side. It's pretty funky right side, but it's 100% him. Be cool to see. I'm obviously not going to hunt him, but it'll be cool to see because I think he's 5 this year. Uh, cool to see if he has one down year of kind of a funky side and if he grows back normal the following year. But I just want to provide an update because I know there's just a lot of guesses as to what's going to happen to that deer. A lot of people guess that he would die after that. Others guess he'd grow a normal rack, and a lot of people guess that he'd grow a funky side. So good to see him back regardless. So the season is officially underway. I'm excited for these next few days for sure. So I'll keep you posted, and good luck out there.